Pixie, it's 5 minutes.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you to count us down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I hope so. It's quite late at night.
Late at night?
Yeah.
For you to concentrate?
Exactly. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How did you get to become called Pixie? Because it's not your real name, is it?
It's not my real name, but I was nicknamed Pixie from birth because I was born premature, like 6 weeks early. So that's where it came from.
Can you describe yourself in a sentence or two?
Pretty much just a pixie-like person who is passionate about music and creative things like film and fashion, and I have a zest for life. Sorry about that squeak there, I don't know where that came from.
Did you learn to sing and dance early on?
Yes, I did. Well, I didn't actually learn, I just loved doing it. So I was just kind of doing it off my own accord from a really, really young age. And mainly music and singing for like family and stuff. But when I turned 10, I started to go to dance class so that I could get into a performing arts school where I could sing and act and dance and everything. So I started doing that at about 10.
Are you sort of living your dreams now?
I guess when you put it like that, I'm definitely doing what I love. So I do feel very grateful and lucky because I love performing, I love writing music and being a part of it all. So in a way, yeah.
Describe to me the moment just before you step on stage.
I get really excited and I kind of smile, kind of like I am now, but times 10. I just kind of like jump around and like do one of these things with the band, then we go woo. Yeah, I just get really excited. If it's like a big show, then I'm like jumping around, but yeah, I get really excitable.
Do you get involved in the writing of a lot of your music?
Yes, I do. I was writing my new album this year from about January. I was in the studio every day and we wrote about 70 songs, so it's hard to pick just 12 for the album, but then we've got a deluxe as well, which has got an extra 6 songs, so that was lucky. But it's hard to pick because I get attached to all of the songs so easily. And I do find it hard, but we have to make a decision in the end.
Were you writing songs quite early on?
Yeah, I did start writing songs really early on, just like by myself. I remember I used to get on like my bike and ride around the little garden and kind of just sing things out loud. And they weren't very good, but I did enjoy doing it by myself.
How would you describe the difference between this album and your first album?
Well, my first album, I started writing it when I was about 13, 14. There's songs on it from that age that I wrote and the vocals still from then. So when it came to like touring, I was still singing songs that I'd written like 14, 15, 16. And like I can still relate to them, but I feel like I've moved on a bit. So this album I started this year at the age of 20. So everything's more relevant, everything just feels like how I am at the moment, and it's a lot more kind of mature and soulful, just because I think I've moved on a little bit since the first album.
What was touring like?
Touring is the best thing that I've done that I enjoyed the most, like the past 2 years that I've been like, you know, in the public and releasing my music, because I wasn't a support act, so I knew the audience kind of came to see the show, and I just kind of got to do what I wanted to have my dances with my friends from school. The set I got to decide on myself and have my band and do like an hour-and-a-half show. So I really loved it. I feel like I have to talk really fast because this interview's only 5 minutes long.
How would you describe your genre of music?
It's definitely pop, but it's got more of a soulful edge. Some of the songs are more like feel good and dancey, which is fun because I get to do a dance routine in the music videos and stuff. But it's definitely soulful pop, I'd say.
What sort of music did you listen to growing up?
That's because I grew up listening to a lot of soul music, so it was like Motowny stuff. I love Stevie Wonder, I love big voices like Mariah and Whitney, and soulful stuff like Marvin Gaye and Otis Redding, and that kind of stuff is the music that I grew up on.
And you've worked with Stevie Wonder for your second album?
Luckily enough, yeah. I met him just kind of being at the right place at the right time. And I ended up writing a song with somebody, and Stevie heard it, and he put the harmonica part in the middle 8. And he sounds amazing. I don't think anyone can play the harmonica quite like Stevie, so I was overwhelmed just to meet him, but have him on the album, I was very happy.
Quickly describe to me what it's like having a #1 single.
What is it like? It's just such a, like I didn't expect it at all when it first happened, so I was so happy and kind of such a relief because it's such like hard work building up to it, and then it just pays off, and you're just so grateful for everyone who supports it and kind of believes in it, and just really lucky and happy that it's all kind of going accordingly.
Has it been a challenge being in the public eye from a young age?
Have we got 20 seconds left?
10 seconds, quick. Has it been a challenge?
No, I don't think it has been a challenge because I don't kind of get phased by things at all, so I just kind of like go with the flow, and I feel like I have to talk really fast, and so I'm not really like affected by things, so I just kind of feel exactly the same as I did beforehand, so I'm alright.
So you're alright, did you say?
I'm alright, yeah.
And quickly, bonus question, interests outside of music?
I love drama, I love film, movies, I love going to the cinema, and I love fashion and stuff like that, so it's kind of creative stuff that I love. I love photography, I love that kind of thing.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.